Tidwell Taste Tour's back. His back's a little tweaked. His shoulder's just been stretched out. We're all good. What we've got here for you is the Super Bock. Now, I don't know if the Portuguese are unaware of this, but this is not a Bock, really. It's just a lager.
That's what confused me about it. I saw it, I was like, I can't tell if it's a Bock, but it says Cervejeira, kind of whatever.
Yep.
Does that say Cervejeira?
Cerveja, which is the Portuguese word for beer.
Okay.
5.2% alcohol by volume. And let's see here. There's really not much information on it except for it's beer brewed from water, barley malt, unmalted cereals, glucose, syrup, hops. And that's it.
Okay.
All right. Well, I do know that
a bit of a mystery. I kind of like it in that way.
There you go.
Enigmatic.
I do know that it is the most popular domestic beer in Portugal. The most widely exported as well. You really don't see it that many places though, around here anyways. By far the stuff you see most from Portugal would be wines in this area. All right, let's check it out.
Super Bock, Portugal.
I'm actually kind of pleasantly surprised just for the fact that I expected it to have this, I don't know, I expected unpleasant kind of because, you know, typically anything that says cerveza on it usually ends up being unpleasant to me.
No, I mean it actually has like actual beer flavor, unlike that, some of that stuff, some of the Mexican beers and all. It actually kind of tastes more like maybe like an island beer where it's a little bit, it's got almost that hint of slight sweetness. I think it's like the when they say like, well, first of all, it said glucose in here, so that's one thing. Glucose, syrup, unmalted cereal, stuff like that. It almost tastes like kind of a blend between a regular sort of Northern European lager mixed with like a hint of almost like red stripey flavor.
I was about to say, I kind of reminded of Red Stripe.
Yeah, me too. I'm a little reminded of Red Stripe.
I'm getting a little bit of a corn. You get like a corn flavor out of it, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, good. Maybe light on flavor for my taste. A little brief in the flavor department. Not, but like you said, unoffensive in no way. There's there's nothing about it. There's no bitterness or foul flavors in there, but a little light on the complexity for my taste. But
yeah, and I think that's
nice.
I think that is the intention too. So it's like that's hard. That's why it's hard for me to rate stuff like this, is because it's hard to comment on the flavor. It's like for me, beers like this, it's almost like if there's not unpleasant flavors, then it's a good of that style for me.
Right. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think for me, I like it. I could definitely drink it. I could definitely see in Portugal sitting on a beach and enjoying a bunch of these. It's definitely one of those kind of beers you could do.
Yeah,
I've definitely been put in the situation before where you're sitting on the beach, it's warm out, and certain beers that you don't normally like taste good in that situation.
If you want a flavorful beer, this would not be the one to reach for. I agree with that.
I think it's a purpose beer. I think for the purpose of everyday drinking, it deserves a 6.0.
Okay, I'm gonna say 5, which it's a middle of the road for me. It's a half of the beer population.
I was gonna do 5.5.
5.5.
Because I remember some of the lagers that I gave 5 to. I like this slightly more.
Yeah, like some of the Southeast Asian beers that we reviewed. This is definitely better than those, but it does have a slight reminiscence to some of them. Right. So, with that in mind, this is the Super Bock from Portugal, and if you can find it, check it out if you like what you've heard. 6.0, 5.0, 5.5. The Tidwell Taste Tour, as always, will return, and just keep clicking those videos. Thanks for joining us.